Social media, pop culture, navigating adulthood. If any of these words sound like a good time to you, then you're in the right place. Welcome to the Zillennial Girl Talk podcast. I'm your host Amanda, joined by my other host Siriana, and we're here to talk all about social media gossip, pop culture talk, how the heck to navigate adulthood, and much more. If this interests you, keep on listening.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Zillennial Girl Talk. It's me, Siriana.
And Amanda, hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? How's your week been?
Tired. So throughout the whole pandemic, I've been working from home and going into the office like maybe a few days a week and like for a couple hours. But now is like the first week I'm back at work full time in the office, and it's exhausting.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's not fun. I'm like, and people do it all the time, so I'm just like, I can't complain because everyone does it.
So wait, this job that you have now, did you start it like during the pandemic or like?
So the job that I have, I've been with them since I was a freshman in college, so like 5 years ago. And so I was like a student with them, and I worked part time, and then it was during the pandemic when I started full time with them and started working from home.
What's like the one thing you miss the most about working from home versus being in the office?
Not being like micromanaged.
Yeah.
I doubt my supervisor would hear this, but yeah.
It's not that heard that you didn't.
It's not that he like micromanages me, but like knowing that he can come around the corner anytime.
Yeah.
And
like when you're at home, you have more like kind of freedom, I guess. Like you still do your work, but it's like
I can go to my kitchen and grab a snack.
Exactly. Yeah. I think I'm like, so I'm starting a new job. Hello.
Yay.
And it's like work from home. And I think the thing I'm most excited for is like when I have my period, my fucking stomach hurts. And sometimes like I would work, like I used to work a retail job. I used to work at Apple. I can say that now. And yeah, like I would work 9 hours and my stomach would be killing me. And I feel like, okay, so two things about that. One, I feel like women should have like a day off or two a month for their period, because you know what, that shit is painful, and I don't care. Men don't have that. That's not my problem. That's not my fault.
I agree.
And then two, like I don't remember my second point actually, so that's just my only point. But yeah.
So like what, like there's like a few things I wish like that would be like more common with periods and stuff, is to like just have tampons and pads in the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Especially like at the gym, like sometimes I forget like to bring extra stuff, so I'm like, do I go home or like what do I do now?
I feel like pads and tampons should be free, and I know that's a big like controversial topic, but I'm just like, you know what, like I didn't ask my body, like I didn't ask to have this, like, and it's like it's also like kind of like a medical thing or like a hygienic thing, or like I don't know if that's the word, but it's like I don't have a choice. I need to get, like, I don't know. I think they should be free, but that's just my opinion.
I mean, at least not tax them, but
yeah, because I don't think they tax. I don't think they tax is it condoms?
Yeah, they do.
They do? Okay, there's something that they don't tax, but I don't know what it is. So
yeah, they tax everything here except food.
Okay. I don't know if our food is taxed, but
yeah, here it's not.
Okay. Well, that's our chat of the day.
Our tangent of the week.
Yeah. So what song did you pick?
So I picked Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. I just like want to take a moment to talk about her album in general that she came out with. I am obsessed, and especially Happier Than Ever. I've played it like so many times, and like I just like jam out to like the last part, and like I'm in my car screaming, and I'm just it's a great time. But yeah, and I've like gone down a rabbit hole of like people reacting to that song, and then just seeing them react to like the second half of the song. It's just like gives me goosebumps every time.
Yeah. Well, I also picked a Billie Eilish song. I picked Lost Cause. I feel like it's one of my favorite songs on her album so far. It's a mix of like a slow but like upbeat song too at the same time, and I love that. And I like the lyrics and I like the meaning behind it, and I don't know, like this album is really, really good.
It's so good, and a lot of people are calling it like her flop album. I'm like, but it's so good.
It's because I feel like this album has like more emotions into it, and like some people like, I know like there's a lot of like slower kind of like songs on it. And people might like the more like upbeat like songs, but I feel like there's a lot to relate to in her music.
And I feel like she's still young too, so she like still has like all this time to like change her music like how she wants. Like look at Miley
Yeah.
Cyrus. Like
Yeah, exactly.
she went from Hannah Montana to where she is at now, and it's like completely different.
Yeah.
So I just feel like people are being too opinionated on her
Mhm.
music.
Yeah, no, I feel that. But yeah, go stream her album if you haven't already.
Happier than ever.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I feel like if I ever had the chance to interview her for anything, I would die.
I wouldn't I wouldn't know how to speak.
I wouldn't even be able to speak, but like I would die before it happened. Like if we had her on our podcast and she just like popped up on the screen, I think I would
Oh my
faint.
god.
I wouldn't be
That
able
would
to
have
do
to be
it.
like an interview that would have to be done in person.
Oh, yeah, like how Alex Cooper, is that her name, had
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus on. I can have Billie Eilish on. Like,
Yeah.
I'm down.
It can happen.
But yeah, I guess we can dive into our topics that we have for today. Oh my god, I just zoomed it and really zoomed in on my computer, and I don't know how do I do this.
So I came across, because we talked about Scarlett Johansson last week, and this article like really made me upset, like reading it.
I need to open it.
And like the first sentence goes, just because Scarlett Johansson is rich doesn't make her the villain in her case. But like just the way this person like wrote the article.
Mm-hmm. But I think Disney dropped her now, right?
I don't
like,
know. I heard that they dropped her, but I'm like,
so I heard that they dropped her, and then they're stopping this like Timeline Terror movie that they had
because they don't want to pay if
yeah,
you
let me go look. Yeah, like yo, Disney has so much money.
Oh yeah. So it's this line. So it says whether someone is making $20 million per movie or $20 per hour, a deal is a deal. One party cannot breach a contract and then claim it's okay because the injured party is rich. I'm like, no one predicted a pandemic, and then so no one predicted for the movie to go on Disney Plus anyways until
Disney
the
Plus
pandemic
didn't even
probably
exist.
happened. Yeah.
When it says Disney cutting ties with Scarlett Johansson, cancels Tower of Terror movie. Following the lawsuit between Scarlett Johansson and Disney over Marvel's Black Widow, Disney is cutting all ties with Johansson, according to an inside source. Marvel is always about new beginnings, and Scarlett Johansson is such an amazing partner for us. She was a producer on this film, whatever. I'm excited to continue working with her. But then they removed her from the project and aren't like happy like with what she was doing right now and stuff. Yeah.
And all that just because they don't want to pay her more money. And like she's been part of the franchise for so long, for like over 10 years, and like it takes them not wanting to pay her to they're not continuing.
I don't know. It's wild, and it's like I feel like if it was any of the like other superhero people,
like Chris Evans,
yeah, or like
Robert Downey Jr.
What is his name? Liam Hemsworth, or is it the other guy?
Chris
Hemsworth. Like I feel like if it was him, like they would like, you know what, just pay them and like whatever.
Yeah,
but that's the tea.
People are saying it's not because it's two companies, so it's Marvel and then it's Disney. People are saying it's Disney that like don't want to pay out.
Disney has so much money.
I know they have so much money
from Disney Plus, from the movies they have, from the freaking Disney parks. Like they can, that like even if they gave her the money, it wouldn't even like dent it. It wouldn't dent a thing in their money, like in whatever their pockets. Like
they're like worth billions of dollars, and they don't want to.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. But yeah, I saw that article. I didn't mean to like go back onto our topic last week, but it just made me upset.
No, I feel that. Me too. It doesn't make sense.
Not at all. So I see you have some Friends related content.
Yes. So I don't know if there's been any updates on it since I wrote that in the Google Doc, but there was like rumors and stuff about like Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer, I think that's his name, are dating. I saw another update on it, but I didn't read it. Sorry. Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer. So he says that they're not dating, but then there's pictures of them caught like on dates. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, maybe they are dating, or maybe they aren't, or maybe they are and they're just like doesn't want it to be public yet. But I don't know. How would you feel about them dating? Did you watch Friends, right?
Yeah, I did. I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of weird now. Mm-hmm. Like with all these years like have gone by. But I mean, if they're happy together.
Yeah.
I'm just like waiting for like all the memes to come out about them, and like all of the we were on the break memes.
Yeah, I feel like if they were dating though, I feel like there would be such like expectations and stuff, and like
from a show that happened like 20 years ago,
and from a show that's like a fictional show too.
Yeah,
it's like they would want them to like be on par with like their characters and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
Everyone
know which couple I'm like living for
who?
right now? J-Lo and Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Not Affleck. Affleck.
I know what you meant. Okay, wait, did you watch Selling Sunset?
Huh?
Did you watch Selling Sunset?
Yes.
And you saw Chriselle and Jason are dating?
Yeah, I
How
saw
do you
that.
feel about that?
It's awkward because of the height.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
one,
I
that's
saw
awkward.
TikToks about it, but it's kind of awkward.
I
Cause
don't
like you're
know.
dating your boss.
Yeah, and then there was like a video of them dancing on each other, and I was so uncomfortable watching it. And I
I
was
just
like,
like
I feel
can't
so
imagine
bad.
a short guy that
Yeah, and I'm
dances
like,
with a
I feel
taller
so
girl.
bad because I try not to judge, and I'm like, you know what? Like, if someone's okay with that, like, if someone's okay with the height difference, then they're okay with the height difference. But I'm just
Yeah,
like, I try
it's so
so
awkward.
hard not to judge, but like, and also
Also,
like, I don't know.
go ahead.
I mean, I hope they show like the relationship through like the next seasons because I kind of want to see how it happened because like it just doesn't make sense to me. But go, what
Yeah.
were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say I still can't figure out like which twin is who.
Oh, me either.
I
Me
just
either.
know one is Jason. Who's the other one?
Jason flirts with like a lot of people.
Okay, is that the one that like flirted with the blonde chick?
Mary, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the same guy. The other guy, the brother, has a girlfriend, I believe, already. So like he wasn't really a flirt, but this Jason guy like didn't really have a girlfriend, and apparently he wasn't like into committed relationships and stuff, and now he is. I don't know, but at the same time, I'm just like I hope like I just want Chriselle to be happy because like like what Justin Hartley did was
Yeah,
fucked,
he did her dirty.
and then I don't know,
Especially because it happened like while they were filming the last season
yeah, and
too.
the fact that like he broke up with her through TMZ, mind blowing. Like
It's trash.
I lost all my respect for him. I watch it This Is Us, and when he comes on the screen, I'm like, ugh.
Fuck you.
Basically, and then she dated one of the guys from Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
she
remember
was
his
on that
name.
show.
Yeah, she dated him, and apparently he fucked her over somehow. And I was like, I feel bad because like she
So
seems
sad.
really nice and she's
Yeah,
really pretty, and like everyone keeps fucking over, and it makes me feel bad.
yeah, it sucks. Relationships just like suck in general most times.
Yeah, but anyways, I don't know. I don't know if the rumors are true that they're dating.
I mean,
But
I've seen wait of Jennifer Aniston.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, I'd like never even heard of it until you said something.
yeah, I saw it because I saw it last night, and I took a screenshot and I sent it to my mom, and she was like, "Okay." I was like, "Okay," and then she didn't
What do you
realize.
mean? Okay.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, I thought like they were talking about because on the on the like reunion show they spoke about how they both liked each other at one point. She thought I was talking about that, but
I'm
yeah,
like, no, mom. So, have you watched Outer Banks at
no,
all?
I have I
Why?
haven't even watched the first season. I told you I watched 2 episodes and I couldn't get through it. My brother watches it. He watched the second season, but I can't.
So, that was me for the first season. Like, it took me forever to get like through the past like 2 or 3 episodes,
Mhm.
and then like it actually started getting good. And then the second season came out a couple weeks ago, and it's just so good. Like, it's so unrealistic, like some of the things that happen, but it's like so freaking good.
Maybe I should retry.
You should retry. Try to get at least past like the first couple episodes.
For me, it's like I have to like if I don't feel like I connect with any of the like characters or that characters, yeah, that's what they
Yeah.
are. I feel like I can't keep watching. Like that's my problem. Like I have to connect with one. But I know one of them, like off screen, one of them is like in a relationship with a girl. So I'm like, okay, at least she's bi. Like I can relate on that, but that's not actually her character.
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm really weird like that. Like I have to if I
Relate to
can't yeah,
someone.
like if I can't relate to anyone, I can't watch. And it's just so weird. I feel like that's why I rewatch
It's
the same freaking
interesting.
shows each time. But like that's how like I also don't know if it's because this started happening after I studied like cinema and stuff like in school.
Oh.
So I don't know if that like affects it because I never used to be like that and now I am. I
Mhm.
don't know. It's like it's a rough world out here.
It's so good, and just like so the second season happened with like the first season for me, so like I have to get like through the first like 1 or 2
Hmm.
episodes, and then like things starts to pick up again, and just like the character development, all of them has just been like so good, and I really
Okay.
wish you would
I'm gonna
watch
retry.
it.
I'll retry. I'll start it tomorrow and I'll retry because now I have 4 days off to do nothing. So
Yeah.
tomorrow, I'm gonna try and rewatch it again and see if I can get through it.
Do you watch the Kissing Booth movies?
Yes, the third one came
The
out.
third one came out today.
I'm literally watching it right after we record this. I'm going downstairs and I'm watching it. Did you watch it?
I haven't watched it yet,
Okay.
but I hate that I'm like so attached to like these cheesy teenage
Me
movies,
too.
and
Me
they're
too.
so cringy. And I'm
I
just like,
made
I'm
my
gonna
mom
watch it.
watch it. Like my mom's gonna watch it with me after. Like
I'm like,
I
I
make
think
her
my mom
watch
is
all these.
too.
Yeah, I make her watch
Movie
all
night.
these things with me. Mom, we're gonna be doing the same thing from hours away.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Okay,
saw
so
that
text me
came
when
out
you watch
today.
it,
Okay.
and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I hate that I'm like a sucker for these
Me
movies.
too. And it just makes me feel so awkward that they like were broken up while filming this. Like it must be so awkward for them because I'm just like,
Were they broken up already?
yeah, they broke up for during because the second one and third one are filmed like months
Like
apart.
together, yeah.
Yeah, and like they broke up right before the second one. So like imagine like having to work and kiss and like do all
Yeah.
relationshipy stuff with your ex. Like it's just weird to me. Like
Yeah.
I
And
would
people are
not
like,
want it.
I've like seen on TikTok and like Instagram, people want a fourth one. I'm like,
Okay, now that's
stop.
too much. You know what? I want a fourth one for to all the boys I loved before because I feel like it ended with me like wanting to know more.
But those only 3 books.
Write another one. But
Do a
yeah.
spin-off of the show.
I mean, I'd be down. See like their life or like even do like a 5 year later update thing. Like, I just want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know if they're
Yeah.
together or not.
I would say probably no.
It's so sad.
I know, but like just I can
Yeah.
see it. Their like love story was so cute too.
Yeah, I know. With their fake ass
I know.
relationship.
I know.
So cute.
Things that would never happen to me.
Yeah. I don't even think I'd ever like willingly go into a fake relationship. So
True. I can't even get into I can't even get into a regular
oops. But yeah, I mean I have not watched Outer Banks, but yeah, I'll try.
It's so
Did you
good.
finish the whole next season? Oh, okay.
I was off last week, so like I watched the like,
Okay.
whole thing in like
Makes sense.
a
How many
couple days.
episodes is there? Around.
There's 10.
Okay, not a
And they're
lot.
like 45 minutes each.
Okay. Doable.
So good.
And then I also see you put Love Island. I don't watch that either.
The one like reality show that I
Okay,
watched.
no. When we have Taylor Woods on the podcast.
Yes, I was already gonna ask her questions about
Yeah,
Love Island.
like when I was on her podcast a few weeks ago, she was talking about Love Island and I was like, yeah, I don't watch this, so I don't know anything that you're saying.
Okay, so
But
we can save Love Island for when we have Taylor on next week.
okay. Okay.
So it can be like more of a conversation.
Yeah, because I don't know anything. I'll just be there. Okay, so I guess we can move into the last topic. Even though you didn't watch this either, but
I feel like I know like somewhat what's going on.
okay. So the Bachelorette finale happened and Katie basically picked Blake. Spoiler. Sorry, you should know this by now. So she picked Blake, which is a Canadian who lives in Hamilton, Ontario, which is literally the boringest place ever. There's like nothing there. It's really near Niagara Falls, so I guess you can drive there, but like boring. But anyway, she picked a Canadian, and I don't know. Like at first, when he first came, so this guy came in the middle of the season, so he wasn't one of the first people. He was also on Tasha Adams' season. And then he obviously didn't get picked, and now he's friends with Tasha, and he asked Tasha if he can come on Katie's season midway through. So he came on, and they kind of like had chemistry. I'm like, what I like about like they're both like very sex positive and like they talk about it and they're very open about that stuff. So I feel like they relate on that level and they're very open in general. So I feel like they were like a good match. But I was like, y'all could have met outside of this. But anyways, yeah, so that happened. And yeah, so they're
So in the
Mhm.
Bachelorette and the Bachelor, do people normally come in the middle of the season or no?
No, but they started doing that like last season to like spice it up a bit, which is
Yeah, because
annoying, but
that's how Love Island is kind of. So like you
okay.
vote like people off, and then like eventually like new guys or girls come in. And
Okay.
because like they start off with like 10 people, but there's like been over 20 different people who've come and gone.
Okay, yeah, so that's what happened. And then there's this one guy that basically there's a lot of like controversy around it online. His name is Greg. I don't know if you saw any of this
I
stuff.
think I've seen a little bit of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically he told her he loved her and he like was crying and he was very like vulnerable and stuff. And she was like responding to him, but she didn't respond in the way that he wanted to, and he did like a 380, and then he was like really mad about it and stuff. And I get because like whatever, you're pouring your heart out to someone and they don't say I love you back, but the way that he reacted was like he
I heard
completely
he was
like
like a gaslighter.
yeah. I mean, people are like, that's not the term to use, but I don't know. Like, basically, he was like putting everything, like blaming it on her, and I feel like that's the definition of
Yeah,
gaslighting. But
that's yeah.
yeah, like he was like, oh, like you weren't listening to me. Oh, you weren't doing this, or you weren't doing that. And then she was like trying to explain to him things, and he was like, no, like you're not listening to me. And like
No.
he ran away, and she was like, what the fuck? So she ran after him, and he sat on a chair, and she was literally on her knees begging him to like to stay and that she wants to
Oh,
continue.
girl, no.
And this man got up and walked away and said, I can't do this, and walked away. And she was like, okay. So then obviously she was mad and she wanted to like book her flight home because she's like, I'm done with this shit. But then she ended up staying, and then now she's engaged. And he was on the show, like the after, they do like an after the final rose thing. And she like gave it to him. She like was yelling at him. And then everyone was like, oh, how can you be happily engaged and be mad at your ex still? And I'm like, you can still like hold a grudge over someone and
Yeah.
still be happy in a relationship. Like,
And they're making it seem like it wasn't that long ago either.
yeah, and it was like literally a month or two ago. And like the way that it ended, like I'd be pissed at him. Like she didn't even get to say anything because he just fucking left. I'd be pissed. And then there's a whole rumor going around that started in the middle of the season that he's like a professional actor. And then people were scrolling, you know how they dig. And he went to acting school. And there's people saying that like the persona that he had on the show is not how he is in real life. So there's
Oh
this
my
whole
god.
thing going on apparently that he's like this like really like loud, obnoxious, like frat boy type guy. And on the show he was this very like calm, sweet, quiet, shy boy. So I don't know. I don't know about that, but that's basically the tea, and that's what happened.
That does not sound so. For people who've like gotten engaged on those shows, do they have there like been any success stories?
Yeah, there's
Like,
like
are any of them
there's
still
some that
married?
like have like kids and like are still married from like lots of seasons ago. Some are still like just engaged. Some are thriving. I don't know if you know Hannah Godwin and Dylan something.
Mm-mm.
No, do you know Tasha?
Yeah.
So her and her fiance are still together. And there's yeah, my favorite couple is like Hannah and Dylan. They also have a YouTube channel. They're my favorites, and they're still together. It's been like 2 years now, I think. But they
Interesting.
met.
I've
But they
always
met
been
on
curious
Bachelor
about
in
that.
Paradise. I think you should watch Bachelor in Paradise because it's more of like a Love Island vibe because there's like
Mm.
20 to 30 different people on the island. Like not well, it's not an island, is it? It's like
Yeah.
a resort, and there's so much drama. There's relationships like combining with other relationships. It's a lot of drama, and the season
Ooh.
starts Monday, so I think you should
We'll
watch
have
it.
that
It's
to talk
fun.
about, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. But that's all I kind of want to say about that.
Interesting. Well, did you have anything else you want to talk about?
No, I feel like this episode I have like a stopwatch. It's 24 minutes. It's a little bit shorter
Oh,
than usual, but I
that's fine.
mean, life happens
We have our
sometimes.
first guest hopefully next week.
Yes, yes.
I'm
I'm
so
like
excited.
99% sure. Yeah. We're supposed to have, well, actually, maybe we won't say it just in case.
Well, you said it
Oh,
earlier.
yeah, I did. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're supposed to have our first guest next week. So I guess like yeah, so we're supposed to have Taylor Woods on the podcast. So if you have any questions, we're gonna put like a question box on Instagram. But if you have any other questions, you know, you can just DM us, slide in the DMs, you know.
Slide in our DMs.
And if you don't follow us on Instagram yet, you should at the Zillennial Girl Talk. We're almost at 100 followers, so that's
Woo!
cute. We haven't posted in a while,
Yeah,
but
it's been a rough couple
yeah,
weeks,
but you
but
know what? We're gonna restart, refresh, and like get back into
get that
it.
content.
Yes. So I guess thanks for everyone for listening. I hope you enjoyed.
Thank
Um
you.
yeah, so I guess we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.